Dodge Hyperbike.
Yo, picture this. It's 2080. The streets hum with neon, the skyline looks like a motherboard, and rolling up ain't just about horsepower anymore. It's about neural power. You pull up on the Dodge Hyperbike Aether-X, and people don't hear you coming. They feel the air split open. This thing don't ride, it glides, floating a few centimeters off the pavement like it's giving gravity the middle finger. See, Dodge wasn't playing when they dropped this concept. They called it the Hyperbike from another dimension, and they weren't lying. It's got the aggression of a Hellcat, the brains of an AI drone, and the chill of a machine that doesn't even touch the ground. The floating frame chassis is pure sorcery. A magnet lev system that keeps the bike hovering steady, even when you're blasting down the street at 1,000 kilometers per hour. Visually? Man, it's next-level art. The whole frame flows like liquid metal, but every curve's got a purpose. Those lines? Aerodynamics sharpened to a knife's edge. The armor plating? It's adaptive nano-carbon, which means the damn thing changes color based on lighting and environment. You could roll out under the city lights in obsidian black, then hit open roads and watch it morph into a slick electric silver. It's like the bike's alive, breathing, shifting, watching, and Dodge didn't just chase numbers. They built an experience, something you can feel even standing still. When the Aether-X powers up, the levitation coils hum like a low growl. The body glows under the city haze, and the air around it bends from magnetic pressure. People stop and stare because they don't know if it's a bike, a drone, or some alien tech that slipped out of Area 51, all right. Listen up. When Dodge cooked up the Aether-X, they didn't start with metal and bolts. They started with a vibe. The whole frame was drawn around one idea. What if a muscle bike and a stealth jet had a baby that refused to touch the ground? Every surface, every curve, every shimmer of this monster screams motion, even when it's parked. The first thing you notice is the float frame chassis. Forget forks and swing arms. This thing levitates on a magnetic field so tight it could slice a credit card in half. The whole body hovers about 3 centimeters above the asphalt. Like it's saying, roads are suggestions, not rules. The magnets inside the base are wrapped in what Dodge calls phase core coils, feeding microcurrents that keep the ride stable while the AI fine-tunes balance 1,000 times per second. No pogo stick bounce, no clunky shocks, just clean, silent glide. Then there's that adaptive nano-carbon shell, man. This isn't your granddad's carbon fiber. This is next-gen stuff that thinks for itself. The molecules shift alignment depending on light and heat, so the bike literally changes color as you ride. In the shade, it's stealth black like obsidian. Hit the sunlight and boom, it flashes that iridescent silver blue like moonlight on chrome. It's more alive than paint. You can roll through a tunnel and come out looking like you just changed rides mid-flight. Dodge even baked in micro-armor layering underneath that shiny skin. The panels flex when hit, dispersing impact through smart polymers that harden for a split second, then relax again. So yeah, it's not just pretty. It's bulletproof to small debris and self-healing from scratches. Heat it up, and the nanopolymer closes its own scars like skin regenerating. If Mad Max went to MIT, this is what he'd be riding. Now let's talk shape. The Aether-X don't follow any old-school blueprint. The body's built from fluid dynamics data, not guesswork. Every curve feeds air into the next like a wind symphony. The designers call it bioaerogeometry, but we call it what it is: sleek, mean, and deadly efficient. Up front, those split intakes look like shark gills mixed with jet turbines. They gulp air, spin it through ionized chambers, and keep the whole hover system cool even when you're tearing through the city heat. The rear profile? Straight up art. Twin vents flare like dragon wings, and right between them, that AI-regulated plasma exhaust glows with a deep cerulean burn. It's not fire. It's plasma flow, vented from the quantum cell to balance energy loads. Every flash of blue back there is the bike literally breathing. and when you throttle up, the whole tail lights up like a comet launching off the strip. The twin aeroblade stabilizers on each side are where the sci-fi gets serious. They fold in when you're cruising slow, then swing out like samurai blades once you hit boost mode. The moment air starts slicing between those blades, you can feel the bike lock in. Rock steady, no wobble, just pure trajectory. At 500 km/h, that's the difference between flight and fight. The Aether-X doesn't cut corners. It erases them. Inside the cockpit, Dodge went full minimalist future. No gauges, no clutter, just a hollow HUD that floats above the bars, projecting speed, torque balance, and neural link feedback. Your gloves sync with biometric sensors on the grips, so when your pulse spikes or your muscles tense, the bike reacts. Need more lift? It gives it. Need tighter drag? Done. The controls aren't buttons, they're gestures. You flick your wrist and the AI reads it like a language. The seat's a whole other beast. Made from memory gel weave, it molds to your spine and hips after the first minute of riding. Embedded nano heaters keep it warm at high altitude and cool when you're dragging low over the neon. Underneath, small gyros adjust the tilt based on G-force, so even if you lean like a madman, you stay locked in like you're part of the frame. Lighting on this thing? Forget headlights. The front end carries a photon arc array, thin as razor lines, bright as a solar flare. They don't just light the road, they map it. The beams scan the surface ahead, feeding data to the AI about texture and density, letting it prep the magnetic field before you even hit that patch. So yeah, it sees the road before you do. Even the tires, or what used to be tires, got reinvented. Instead of rubber, the Aether-X runs plasma skids, circular magnetic fields that glow faint blue and leave that iconic hover trail behind. They look soft, but they grip harder than any tread out there, adjusting magnetic pressure for cornering like invisible tires with infinite traction. You can feel them hum beneath you, that low-frequency purr that says the street's yours tonight. At rest, the bike crouches low, lev pads dim, engine whispering like a sleeping beast. Fire it up, and the body lifts slow, graceful, almost ceremonial. The magnetic hum deepens, blue light rolls under the chassis, and for half a second you swear it's levitating on pure attitude. That's design with personality, not just built to move, but built to perform. The Aether-X isn't just a hoverboard with flair. Its AI brain, Vigil-X, runs the show like a streetwise co-pilot on steroids. This bad boy constantly scans the road, air, and rider, predicting micro-movements before they happen. Lean too hard? It redistributes torque in real time. Hit a patch of turbulence? It tweaks levitation forces mid-flight. Heart rate spikes? Torque output smooths instantly. You aren't just riding. You're synced with a machine that thinks faster than your nervous system. Performance? Let me break it down for the gearheads. Quantum fusion power, 600 HP equivalent, zero lag, instant torque. Top end speed? Theoretical estimates push it past 500 km/h, but real talk, this bike wasn't made for record chasing. It was designed to dominate streets and showrooms alike, to glide like a ghost while commanding attention. The hover skid system hugs every turn, aeroblades slice turbulence, and the plasma exhaust not only looks insane, but balances thrust. Every movement is choreographed, a mechanical ballet of speed, power, and precision. Now, the ride itself. Damn. You climb aboard, seat molds to your body like it's reading your spine, gloves sync, HUD lights up, and suddenly you're not in control. You're part of the bike. Streets aren't just streets anymore. They're a playground. Neon lights streak past, plasma trails glow behind, and the city hums under magnetic levitation. You can feel the AI calculating every micro-adjustment as your pulse spikes, giving you confidence to carve corners at speeds that'd make a conventional bike wobble. The Aether-X feels alive, aggressive, but intuitive. Street presence? Forget bling or chrome. This bike radiates pure dominance. Roll it into a crowd and eyes lock instantly. People don't just notice it. They react to it. The shifting nano-carbon skin pulses between black and silver. Plasma exhaust hums like a low growl. And every hover shimmer announces, "This is mine." It's not just a ride. It's a statement. Tech supremacy wrapped in futuristic style. Even veteran riders stop, take notes, and whisper under neon glows.